It's live right now. It still says it's offline, so I don't know why
I think you
it's
just
saying
need
that.
to. Oh, yeah. You just need to give it like a second, I think. It'll eventually pop up.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Eventually it should come up.
Oh yeah, there it is.
There's a delay. There's a
Hey, look
delay.
at that. So I'm looking at your screens here, and oh, I like it. That's the chat we got going on.
See what I did?
Oh, that's
You
clever.
like
That's
that?
clever. I do
I
like
like
that.
that.
I like that a lot. I respect you for that.
Yo, what's up, guys? We
What
got
up?
Melanie, Emo, Angel. What's up? Oh my
We got
goodness,
everybody here.
so many familiar faces. So this is our very first time, guys, that we're doing this live stream from two separate locations. We have two simultaneous streaming programs running, a third from Akbar's end. None of this matters, but we're just talking about, we're flexing our nerd muscles right now,
Yep.
feeling pretty darn good about ourselves. Look how shiny I am already. Like, that's how hard I've been working.
He's been working hard.
That's where we're at. So let me ask you guys, is the sound okay? Is everything looking good? Is everything bueno? Do you see the comments right there? The comments, are they there? Is everything good? Okay. Just want to make sure.
There's a bit of a delay, but I think it's good for the most part.
Okay, so delay as in from you or me?
I'm looking at so the way I have it set up is I have my webcam here, and then I have the screen with the actual YouTube chat here, and it's like there's a bit of a delay from the actual chat than what we're seeing.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's expected, 100%.
Okay.
That was 100% expected.
All right.
But yeah, I think we're bueno. I think we can just like go ahead and go into this now. Josh is okay. Akbar is a little iffy. So
Yeah.
is your quality not good?
I'm looking at the stream, and it looks good there, but I'm wondering if there's a delay.
Well, you could turn it on and check. Turn on the audio.
Oh God, it'll cause like a loop, and I don't want to do
Let it
that.
cause the issues, man. Just check your audio.
I'm looking at the stream, and it looks good there, but it sounds fine to me. I turned it off.
Well, let me explain to the guys and like everyone watching this, like
Yeah.
that Akbar's audio is not as good as my audio.
Yeah.
I'm using a Yeti right now, a really nice mic. He's using a terrible mic. So
Yes.
this is the
Why
problem.
is that, Josh?
Um, because you just done messed up. You just like destroyed your audio out of like rage.
It was not rage.
It was
So
it was pure brown people rage. I got scared. I'm totally
never
kidding.
mind that. No, so I have this Yeti microphone just like Josh, but my wire like broke, so I'm left with this like poopy headphone microphone
Because of rage, people.
because of rage. That's
Yo,
exactly
what if we
right.
just did? See, this isn't a K talk. Like I made the thumbnail K talk. I made the title K talk. What if we just did a normal stream like this? What if we just streamed with each other like this?
I'd be okay with that. That sounds like a fun time.
What if like the only people that are enjoying this, they're gonna expect K talk? I guess now we gotta do K talk, don't we? Krabby Patty. Oh my goodness, this works, man. This took
I'm
2
happy.
hours.
2 hours.
Over 2 hours.
Over 2 hours.
Okay, so what in the world is the K talk? We had like 9 topics.
Let me look. Yeah, but
We picked one. What does it say?
I think down there it says the international spread of K-pop.
Yo, that's a good
What's that
one.
mean, Josh?
Are we looking down? Wait, like, is that down? Yeah, like, you're down there. The comments are here. I
Yeah.
would be, like, hardcore going at you. I can control everything. Could I try to, like, uncheck you to see if that works?
Do not uncheck me. That's rude of you. You monster. Am I gone?
I can control everything! Yes! Yes, I can
Okay, sit down.
I can
Sit-
control everything!
Calm down, sir. Sir,
Oh, I'm so
we have a K talk to do.
You better not piss me off.
you
That's all
piece
I'm
of
trying
crap.
to say.
Don't worry. Next time I'm gonna be in control.
Oh
Maybe.
my goodness. I just saw the shiny teaser, by the way, which is what people are talking about right now.
I didn't see that yet. Don't
The
say anything.
last frame is gonna blow
Shh.
your bunghole.
Oh, it's not like Taco Bell level we're talking here.
Yo, okay, so this is fun for me right now, if you can't tell that already.
I'm watching you.
So let's talk about the international spread of K-talk. I mean K-pop. I mean, what are we talking about? No. Are you trying to yawn and not making you laugh? Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
It's the international spread of K-pop, not K-talk. I wish K-talk was the being internationally spread.
Well, right
I
now
guess
it
it
is.
is.
Right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Where are y'all
point.
from? You know, where's everyone streaming from right now? I want to see y'all populate this like
Y'all.
this chat comment with like all these countries you guys are from.
I'd also like to point out the best part is Josh's webcam only works for YouTube, so I'm talking to like just a blank page
Oh
like on
yeah,
my
you
Skype.
can't see me.
I can't see you, so I have the YouTube page loaded up so I can see you.
Yep, that's true. That is accurate.
No,
Wow, Panama, New York, Georgia, Mexico, Malaysia. Holy cow.
we got everything.
Korea,
Stripes from
Florida,
PA.
Virginia, California, Indiana. Down, 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 down. I'm just
I had a feeling you were gonna do that.
start naming them all. Oh my goodness. So we should like probably restart this and make it like
Yeah,
the official K
reel it
Talk.
back. Reel it back
Do you
here.
want me to end this stream and start it back up?
Uh, I think it's pretty fine. I mean, what do you think?
It'll be a hilarious, like one of our K Talk videos is going to be a hilarious, like random beginning.
Exactly. And I want to keep all of our humble beginnings where we have these funny
They are
talks. that we-
humble. They
humble
are
and
very humble.
very humble.
All right, cool. So I got the idea. We talked about this earlier when we were on the phone the other day, talking about the international spread of K-pop.
There you
And
go.
then I was talking to someone in Snapchat about it too. And they were talking about specific groups that they thought, were you about to yawn? You're totally about to yawn.
Don't look at me. You can't. You can look at me, but I can't look at you. I just see this one picture of you doing this.
Oh my goodness. We're never talking about this topic. We won't.
Stop cutting me off, or just don't worry about what my face is doing. Just go with it.
Okay. Well, this is a topic that we really want to be able to involve you guys with. Like, because you guys are going to know, what are you laughing about right now?
I'm looking at the screen that's delayed of us talking. You monster! Just pay attention to what
I'm
you're
sorry.
saying.
I'm very ADD, and you're just,
I know.
you got the faces going, and okay,
I
all
always
right.
have the faces
Okay,
going.
we got
That's
this.
what people want.
We can do this. We can do this. Okay,
I can do it. I'm not sure if you can do it.
I'm gonna do my best. Okay, from now on, I'm
Best.
like I'm
Good
like
enough.
in the zone, man.
Are you in the zone?
I'm
Let me take
there.
a look.
I'm there. Okay.
Okay.
So it's tough. Like, how do you go out of live stream mode into like K-Talk mode?
Okay. So we're basically talking about the spread of K-pop around the world. So where did that really start? Like, obviously it started in Korea, and then what was the point when it became so big that not even Korea could hold it?
I guess
You
you're
know?
asking like, how do we know about it as like very American people?
That's very American people, right?
So,
So-
how do we know about it? Let's talk about that.
Well, we know about it from our good friend John. That's how we basically got into K-pop. He just, when was it, sophomore year or freshman year? He just kind of came over and showed us it, right?
For me, because you were originally first friends with John, right?
Yes.
What class did you have with him in college?
I had Math 140 with him, with Dr. Alakhani.
Oh, you had calc with him?
Yeah.
Dude, that's like, you guys went to like, that's like World War III you guys went through. Okay, so basically, you brought him home like, to the rest of us friends.
I did bring him home.
And then when you weren't there and it was just him and I, he was showing me K-pop. He showed me Girls' Generation's The Boys. He showed me Fantastic Baby
Electric Shock.
and Electric Shock. Those were three he showed me as my introduction to K-pop. And it was all downhill from there. I mean,
No, because that's exactly what happened. Is I think it was when I was in class, he showed you K-pop, and then I came over later that day, and you were like, "Dude, bro, come here, check this out." And I came over and I look at the screen, and I'm like, "Why are there Asian shirtless guys on your screen, Josh?"
and I said, there's a good reason. You got to pay attention.
And that was the history that made it all.
Well, I would say the reason he showed me that was because I was trying to show him Psy's Gangnam Style. I was showing him that, and then he like was like, "Oh, that's K-pop. Here's the rest of K-pop." Like
right.
I have found that on my own. I don't know how. I forget.
It's super viral. It was the first video to reach 1 billion views on YouTube, I think.
Yeah, it was. It's super viral. I eventually took my hilariously huge sound system and I put it out in the hallway of the dorms.
yeah.
Remember that? And I
do.
I blasted the bass so loud with that 1,000-watt stereo system that people came out of their dorms dancing. Remember that? Matt
do.
Woods came over
Matt
from
Woods.
all the way down the hall and he was dancing. And so, yeah, no, that's how it started. And then he showed us K-pop. And then I wouldn't say it was until junior year, the very next year, when we all moved in together and we went up to State College,
Yep.
and we all moved in the same apartment complex. He started showing me a lot of music videos. I think the first one that kicked it all off was EXO's Overdose.
Yes.
When Overdose came out, he knocked on my door and he was like, "Dude, you got to see this." And he showed it to me, and it wasn't even the real music video. It was like a ripped copy, an early release from another website.
Yeah, I do remember that. Do you remember when we thought of doing K-pop like that? We got into it because the day we moved in, we just started talking about it, and it
We
became a
did.
thing.
We
Yeah.
did. That's
So
true.
I guess right now we're just sort of talking about our spreads of K-pop was really from our friend who I guess he's Asian, so I'm not sure if that plays a part into it. Since he
I
just
think
liked
it
it.
did. I think because he
Yeah.
had a lot of Asian friends. You know,
Yeah.
he grew up in Jersey. He had Asian friends. Um, and I think he probably we should bring him on here. We need to get him on like the one down here so he can tell us how he started listening to K-pop for the
This
first
one.
time.
This
Right?
one right here that I'm pointing to.
Yeah, the
This
one we're
area.
pointing to. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll get him on next time. We'll get him on next time.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, no, but that's typically how it is. It's like a friend introduces you to K-pop.
Well, yeah. So that's how it seems that it was, but it's with CL having her Western debut as whatever or how you feel about it. Does that really open the doors for people to wonder who CL is and just poke their noses? We also have people like the Fine Brothers who do like teens react to K-pop, which gets like a million hits. So that also contributes to it, maybe unintentionally or intentionally, where there's probably a good percentage of the fans who never watch K-pop who see that video because they just like the Fine Brothers, and then they just get sucked into the music and start listening to BTS, EXO, and everybody else.
I agree, but I don't. I honestly think that the Fine Brothers is more of a reaction to K-pop getting bigger. I don't think that that causes K-pop to get bigger. I think that's just an American reaction to K-pop getting bigger.
Right.
Like for instance, the huge amount of reaction channels popping up. I
Yes.
feel like that's a symptom of K-pop getting bigger. All these people want to get in on that. They want to start
Yeah.
reaction channels. Like back in the day, like Dre, he did K-pop reactions before it was really
Oh.
even a thing. You know,
He did it before it was cool.
yeah, he did it before there was a whole bunch of them. You know, there were some, sure, but
Yeah.
that was one of the first. So we did it because John suggested it. He
Yeah.
said, you know what, we should do this. He's like, you guys, as your reactions are hilarious, let's do a channel. And we did.
And then the humble beginnings of that channel.
JAJ started.
Yeah, I'm looking at the comments here, and some people are saying that some reaction channels, was how they got into groups or found out about K-pop in general.
Really?
If you look to your left and my upness,
I'm reading it now.
yeah, I'm reading them too.
Interesting. No, I
that's
think
a
that
good
it's all it perpetuates because like what started it though? How did K-pop get big enough that the Fine Brothers decided to do it?
Right, and they had to, if it was like something 200,000 people liked it, that's not something they'd like report on. And I guess that's where it's difficult. Was it just people found out about it through their friends like us, or was it something else? I don't really know for sure.
I would personally say it's still not big in the U.S.
That's true.
It's getting bigger, yes, but KCON is new. KCON started in L.A. and now it's in New Jersey. It's down in New Jersey right now. They had it their second year, which is what I was at. KCON New York 2016 was the second year they had it there. First year, it was a disaster. Terrible management
Really?
of that whole thing.
Oh.
And then now it was much, much better. I think it grew like 400% attendance. And that could have been because BTS was there, but
That'll do it. But you just brought a good point. So maybe what it was is you have a lot of people, from the Eastern, like Korea, Japan, China, who, if they move to America, they move onto the West Coast because they fly over the Pacific and that's where they stay. So I wonder if that played into it, where because they are on the West Coast, bringing anything that they know about them, being K-pop, that was how it sort of spread, like literally spreading from Korea to like California, like people going there.
I think that is a huge part. Because there's much more people coming over here than us going over there. So immigration is probably if there were bullet points, Akbar yawning would be the first one. The second one would be immigration is definitely a cause of that spreading. Just all the cultural immigrations.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think, if you're living in California, you obviously know about like the whole Asian culture coming over. But when you hear it's like KCON, it'll probably pique your interest of what the heck is going on and why people are like going nuts for these people. And you're like, oh, they're just like us. They just go crazy over Koreans instead of Americans because they're Asian.
There's something different about K-pop. You got to admit that. It's unique.
Yeah.
So once you get past that initial, this is weird, what is this? Because that is a normal reaction to have. We label weird to things we don't understand or things that are different.
Alien things to us. And that's a very interesting point that you bring up because you have I guess you could say, these K-pop artists, and like even when they sing, they put on a persona. Versus like in America, you have some rappers who even after they're done rapping, they actually behave that way. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No, 100%. Like CL has a persona, like an on-stage personality. She is not that way in person.
And you mean if they're like shy.
Exactly, exactly. You know,
Yeah.
we have sort of an on-camera thing, like in that we're trying to be more energetic. We're trying to get our thoughts out. That's a tough thing with reactions because we're normally just thinking all that stuff. You got to get it out. So you're gonna act a little different.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess what it really comes down to is I think people have to first sort of like in people who aren't into K-pop and the spread have to get past that initial barrier that we did where we were more accepting of it. But you know, if you present to somebody who just grew up around like American rap, like just K-pop in general, the first thing that they have to do is sort of like unbias themselves and take them away from them saying like, okay, what is this? And just like interpret it for what it is. Because do you remember in the beginning what I said about G-Dragon? In one of the first videos we saw of him, he had this huge like jewelry from his nose to his head, and I was like, that looks like a booger. Because it was just so...
That's Taemin from Taemin's Danger.
That was Taemin's Danger.
That was his solo debut, I believe.
That's right.
And that was the first music video we reacted to on JJ.
Yeah, and I thought it was the weirdest thing. And then, you know, a year and a half later, Taemin's Drip Drop is like one of my most favorite songs of all time.
Absolutely blew our minds. Yeah, no, but that was the beginning, you know? And no, for sure. I feel like in terms of bringing it up to some of my friends or someone else or just some K-popper, introducing it to some non-K-popper,
it's hard.
They have to bring them where they're at. Like, you know, Brian Hiltner. A lot of you guys know my friend Brian, the white dude. He's been on here tons of times. He loves, almost exclusively listens to rap. Like just gangster, hardcore rap. That's what he loves. So I show him the K-rap stuff, the K-hip-hop stuff, and he loves that. So he's gotten into BTS because they're very K-hip-hop. They have some ciphers. They have a lot of very strong rappers in the group. So that's how I was able to influence him. If I showed him some Girls' Generation, you know, or some like Raygon Pop, that would be tough. Like G-Friend would not have broken that barrier. It would not have.
No.
So
you show him Epic High?
I did, yes.
Okay.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, you're right. You sort of have to find the one relation between K-pop and whatever American style they like to really let them try it's really trying the waters out or testing the waters out, and then before they can just completely go deep dive in it. It's interesting because at base value, yeah, there's production values that are completely different, but when you break down the musical styles, it's like, you know, just any music around the world, just with Korean influences, I guess.
They have some unique stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what was going on in the U.S. Well, yeah, I mean, like think about music 5 years ago in the U.S. You know, we're in high school and senior year, even before that, we're listening to like, you know, Blink 182, we're listening to Linkin Park, we're listening to Fall Out Boy, we're just so many bands or groups. You remember, and then like imagine what was going on in K-pop around that time. You got Ring Ding Dong. Okay, you can't Ring Ding Dong your friends right away. You got to introduce them something better before you can hit them with something like that.
To be fair, though, you did have on our side, I guess, maybe it's because I liked them, but you had LMFAO with like Party Rock and like their song Hot Dogs. If you ever heard that song, it's just ridiculous.
It is.
So we did have our fair share of ridiculousness. But compared to some of the Korean things, I understand where you're coming from. Like Ring Ding Dong, Crayon Pop, it'll and that what was that one song that we heard with the horses? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like it's like mom. Yeah. That's like that. You don't see that in America. You see that in America, and you're like, I'm gonna turn around and walk the other way.
I don't remember. I don't know I forget the name. It's just two people. It's the group. Whatever.
Yeah, I can't remember. It doesn't.
That's gonna bother me, but that's exactly it. You have to have that introduction before they can actually gain traction with something like that. But it's getting. If I asked John this question, and I have, so I can speak for him as to what he told me. He loved K-pop because of the production value. He loved it because they put so much more into their music videos than
it was like a film.
Yeah, it was in film production. He saw that like as very attractive to him. You know, they had great choreo, like fantastic, much better than maybe NSYNC or Backstreet Boys. I don't know. I didn't watch NSYNC or Backstreet Boys, so I can't make a comparison. But I would bet that like some of the choreo going on right now eclipses where American choreo has gone. But that's complete bias because I know more about K-pop than I do American music at this point.
I think it also comes down to what the fan base is like what you expect, because I've slowly realized it. Sort of K-pop, it's more than dance. It's like interpretive dance. You know what I mean? It's like
You mean
interpretive
like
dance with
Taemin,
your
he
song.
just goes straight up
Yeah.
interpretive and
And
straight
then
up
what?
NCT 10.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
any of the hit the stage.
Yep. You nailed it, because like you look at these American music videos and it's really just about the singing and then them just doing something ridiculous. They rarely cut to like a dance scene where people are dancing. Besides like people like LMFAO where the whole music video is about shuffling and things like that.
That is the way it caught me. Now, I'm glad you transitioned into that because in terms of American topics in music, you got about three. You got about three. And there are exceptions.
Three on a good day.
There are
Yeah.
exceptions, but you typically have uno, dos, tres, that's it, and you're done. You know, and then in K-pop, you just have, like, sky's the limit. You know, you have the most out there to the most strange to the
voodoo.
most normal. You can have boy like girl concepts, which is completely fine, or you can have like betrayal and like how to deal with these feelings and this, that, and the other thing. You know what I'm trying to say? They get deep quick, and that's something that I typically see more in K-pop than in American stuff. They talk about topics that people don't want to talk about, like suicide and depression and like just the whole trilogy of
everything.
BTS. You know, just like they're able to tackle these issues.
Yeah.
We don't do that. We don't do that for
People
crap.
don't like that here.
We just don't.
Yeah, it's just not a thing here in America, I guess. Wow, we've already been talking for like, I think 20 minutes about this. Or
Oh,
okay,
have
I
we?
guess the first 5 minutes was us just.
Hey man, we can stop. That's cool.
It's up to you.
I'm reading the comments right now. They got some good
too.
comments.
We do have some great comments. K Will, like, please don't.
There's
That's a great
case
example.
in point. Case in point. I
Case
guess
and-
we're trying to keep. Are you saying we're trying to keep our K talks to 20 minutes? We don't want to go too
Around
over.
there.
You know, it can go a little over, it can go a little under, but like we want to keep it there. Yeah. Well, what we could do is literally stop this, make that the K talk, and then start another live stream up.
Yes, I agree. I want to do that because it's fun. I like live streaming. This is awesome.
All right. Well, hey, thank you guys so much for watching and joining this K talk on the international wave of K-pop influencing all these other countries. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Normally I would make cut there, but it's cool.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's cool.
I'm just here
It's
to make
cool.
fun of you.
And definitely thank you for all the comments that you guys made. Like, I'm going to be able to watch this again. I'm going to go through them. I've been doing that with K-Talk. It's so much fun. You go through the K-Talk again, and you
Yeah.
read the comments this time.
Yeah, I kind of like how we have the comments right on stream.
Oh,
just
I
because
love the comments. I
I
love
feel
them.
like we miss some because we're just so into like us being us and ridiculous that we sometimes miss like some really good points that if we wanted to, we could make a K-Talk commentary where we just have one stream that we're just talking about comments.
You know what I think is going to happen, honestly? Like, we've talked about such broad concepts. Like, this is a broad concept right now. Talking about the theory of K-pop moving over into international content. So, we won't very likely want to talk about that again, especially if it gets bigger over in the U.S., and it will. So, we might want to have a part 2. And so, to do part 2, we can take research off of the comments of part 1.
Empirical evidence.
I like that.
Well, that's good stuff. So K-Talk comment. Well, let me say that again. K-Talk commentary for part 2 whenever we do part 2.
All right, guys, thank you so much again for joining this. We're going to end this stream. We're going to move this over to the K-Talk channel and immediately start this stream back up so we can just hang out with y'all.
Yep, everything he said. So just remember, guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to K-Talk because this is a thing we're doing now where we're just having these live streams on Josh's channel, but we're going to start doing the live streams just on K-Talk.
We're doing the live streams on my channel so that, like, you guys are all on my channel right now. There's a lot of people there. What is it, 57,000 people now?
It's not a small number.
So K-Talk has, like, 1,000 subscribers. So if we did a live stream on there, it's going to be, like...
2 people.
Maybe 3, if we're lucky.
3 if we're lucky. Including us.
I don't know. So, like, right now, we're trying to grow K-Talk, if that makes sense, which is what we're doing.
The little flower. All right, guys, so we're just going to end this K-Talk and then just stick around. There's going to be another one like
Stick around!
Peace.
All right, peace.